Hey,
Hey, Rick.
hey, Megan.
Here we are. It's Tuesday, and I just had my hair done today. I'm pretty excited because it has been since October, and
Wow.
I know I just don't.
Yeah.
This is the week of Megan. I had my teeth cleaned, I had an eye exam, and I had my hair done. It's like,
There you
you
go.
get busy, and you don't take care of stuff.
Yeah.
Got to take care of things. I
Yeah.
told her, I take a lot of selfies. Okay, I need to look good. No, just kidding.
I'm thinking
Oh
about
my
getting my
gosh.
gray hair taken out. What do you think?
Oh my gosh. That would be something. We'll dye your hair black, right? Oh my gosh. So we have a good topic for today, and at least we think so. And it's based
Mhm.
off of, let me find it here, off of an email that I received from my broker on Friday. I have
Mhm.
the most amazing broker at my company, by the way. Her name is Nikki. Her last name is Copa, and Nikki is a firecracker. Like, this woman is so smart and so well-spoken and so on top of things that she just knocks my socks off. Like, in the
Nice.
22 years I've been at this company, Nikki is the bomb. So she sent us out an email every week. She has 2 meetings a week, and she sent us out an email, and it said that she's hearing a lot of, because she hears from all of us, right?
Sure.
She was hearing a lot of talk about buyers being remorseful
Mhm.
at with they're paying too much money for a house, and they're retracting their offer, or they're trying to make up for it in some other way.
Right.
And I had this happen twice in the last month, where
Mhm.
we have a plan in place, and that the plan is to get the house, ready, get the pictures done, put it on the market, show it that weekend, review offers,
Mhm.
the Tuesday, and by Friday we plan on being in escrow, right? And so we'll get a few offers, and there'll be 1 or 2 that'll be really high offers.
Uh-huh.
And so twice in the last month, I had someone offer almost, about 30 to 40,000 over the asking, and twice they got cold feet. They had buyer's
Mm.
remorse.
Mhm. I'm seeing that too a
And
little bit.
yeah, so luckily it happened like right away, so we were able to, move
Mhm.
on to the next buyer without
Mhm.
without further
Sorry.
ado. Oh, sorry.
Drink some of my water here.
Yeah, get some water.
Sorry.
And so so that was good. But yeah, buyer's remorse. Let's
Mhm.
talk about what you're seeing, what I'm seeing, and how to avoid being a remorseful buyer.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I think I'm saying a lot what you're saying as well. But people, when they get into escrow,
Hmm.
they start having a lot of questions about stuff. They start second guessing stuff and trying to think ahead of
Hmm.
the process, right? And then when they start thinking ahead of that process too much, you start to freak out,
Oh
like all the
yeah,
what ifs, right?
right.
And so I tell home buyers all the time, follow the process, trust the process. Don't
Hmm.
think too far ahead of that curve. I get a lot of, well, what's the appraisal going to come at, Rick? What's the value? What's the value going to be? I don't know what the value is going to be. That's what the appraiser is going to do, right? So, but we have a
Hmm.
game plan. Trust that process. We'll get through it.
Hmm.
That's kind of it. And I know as a home buyer, it's super hard, right? Because you want answers. You want to know what's going on now.
Hmm.
And but we have to just follow that process. And as we both can attest, if they follow the process and trust that process, because you and I do this a lot, we'll get them to the finish line. But they
Hmm.
have to just trust that. They have to just take a step back, take a deep breath, right?
Yeah,
Take a deep breath and trust the process.
I agree. Yeah, excuse me. I think overall, people's anxiety has gone up a
Right.
lot in
I
the
see
last
that.
month. Yeah,
I
like
have seen that.
very, very probably some of the worst anxiety I've ever seen. And I don't think it's
Mhm.
just one, it's not just one particular person. It's most of the people really.
Mhm.
They're really like just and you know, I spend a lot of time preparing people, and
Sure,
then
you do.
once we go into escrow, I email them just like a quick bullet point sort of guide to, hey, congratulations, we're opening escrow, here's what's going to happen next.
Mhm.
And you know, I try to keep people informed. We talk all the time, they get emails all the time, they are informed, but it doesn't matter because their anxiety level is just
Through the
killing them.
roof.
They want to, yeah, they
Yeah.
want to make sure the appraisal comes in, they're stressed out
Mhm.
about the results of the home inspection, and buyers and sellers are feeling the same amount of anxiety over
They
pretty
are.
much the same things, but for opposite
Mhm.
reasons, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
seeing, you know, people, I think that the prices have been doing this really crazy, you know, huge jump in sales prices for at least
Mhm.
90 days now. It's been really, really high. And so
Mhm.
I think that the appraisal concerns are going to start to peter out a little bit because we're going to have those good high
Higher
comps to
comps.
support the
Right.
value. But I don't really see an a real end in sight as far as
Right.
appreciation. But I think
Yeah.
the appraisal situation is going to get a little
Well,
bit better.
and yeah, and you're right. And to that point, I had one this past week where, you know, they're all excited about the appraisal, what's going on with the appraisal. This appraisal came in 5,000 over asking.
I
I
just
mean, so
had
I'm sorry,
another one.
5,000 over the sales price.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, came
that's
in
good.
5,000 over the sales price.
Hmm.
So people, I say, what's the appraisal? Well, let's wait, right? In this case, it came
Right,
in 5,000 over. And it was a really clean
right.
appraisal, no conditions, right?
Nice. Yeah.
But you're right, the comps are catching up. They are
Hmm.
catching up.
And also, like, you know, realtors, we use the MLS, right? And the MLS
Hmm.
feeds all the reciprocal sites like Zillow, for example.
Hmm.
And Zillow and a lot of other sites have online estimates, right? And
Right.
so a lot of people are looking at these online estimates, and
Oh,
I'm telling you
yeah.
that you are really misinformed. And
Uh-huh.
the realtors that don't know how to talk to their clients about this when they bring it up, you know, they need to come up with a way to talk to people because
Hmm.
those, I had one listing this week where the online estimate varied $40,000 for
It
no
does. I've
reason.
seen that. Hmm.
Yeah. It's like,
Between different online companies. Yeah.
you're out of your
40,
mind.
$50,000. Yeah.
The estimate is there to assist, to support. You know, even if you had a three-leg chair, it would still not be one of the legs on the chair of what the value is. The value is
Hmm.
location,
Hmm.
condition,
Hmm.
and timing. You know, the time of year or the time of
Right.
the market.
Sure.
Those are the three
Uh-huh.
legs. There's no online evaluation in that scenario. It's just like adding salt or pepper to an already prepared professionally meal. You know, it's like you don't
Hmm.
need it,
Hmm.
but if you like to check it out, you know, check it out, you know. So people are
Yeah.
looking at those things, are going
Yeah.
bananas, you know, they're
Yeah.
looking at appraisals, are going bananas. Then they do their
And
home
yeah.
inspection.
And by the way, just as a side note to that, appraisers don't look at the online estimates for value. Hello.
I know, right? They're
They don't
not
go to the
like, well,
site
I
and go, let me
wonder.
see now, what's that be now? What's that? I like that value.
I
No,
know,
that's not the way that works either, right? It's great
exactly.
entertainment though, for the most part.
We
Yeah, I
should have
think
an
anyway.
appraiser on one day to talk about what they have to go through to become an appraiser,
Oh,
how
it's
long
huge.
yeah, and
It's a
all that kind of
huge
stuff.
curve to get to there. Yeah.
It
So,
is.
but yeah.
It is. I mean, you think about the appraiser is there really to support the bank that's loaning the money. You know, they want to
Hmm.
know that
Hmm.
the property is worth what they're loaning on it if they ever have to take it back. That's the whole point, you know? Does it have any negative features that, like, the roof is caving in, that's going to ruin that asset in case they have to take it back, you know?
Sure. Right. Yeah,
So
sure.
yeah, so I think, yeah, maybe we should have an appraiser on here, but I think people, I know that things are, you know, that things are stressful and they're feeling, people are feeling really, really squeezed. And we have to remember that as professionals and be completely, totally patient and kind to everyone. And I think people as well need to just take some responsibility for the out of control feeling that they may have, and just like take a deep breath, go back to the basics. It's like, okay, I hired this person to take care of me. They're going to take care of me.
Exactly right.
And I'm already in the loop. I don't need to get the loop, cut it up, tape it back together, see what other shapes it makes. Can I wear it on my head? Can my dog wear it? Just stay in the loop, the way that the loop is, and you'll be well informed and taken care of, and you don't have to be like running into walls, bumping your head, you know?
Right. No, you're totally right. I tell buyers too that, by the way, their feelings, their emotions are, guess what, really normal, right? That's a kind of typical response these days, and that's okay. Right. So what they're feeling is what every buyer, every home seller goes through. They're not unique in that level of anxiety or concerns about the process. Right. And so that's why it's our job to kind of guide them through that process and to have your sellers and our buyers trust that process, because we've done this a lot. It's not our first rodeo. We know what to expect going down that path to closing. They have to just trust that.
Right. Everything is going to work out. Most of the time, everything works out. So
for sure.
What else did we want to talk about today? We just wanted to talk about sort of managing our expectations, not getting super stressed out, taking a deep breath, don't have buyer's remorse. I think so in just to touch on that again real quick, the California Association of Realtors put out a guide. It's called a quick guide, as if we didn't have enough paperwork. But you know,
say another guide.
I know there's a guide to the 427
the guide
pieces
to the guide.
Paper. Yeah. But people like, we really want to make sure that we're emphatic about people understanding what in the heck is going on here. So the guide came out and it says, hey, here's a warning about writing non-contingent offers. Because we're seeing a lot of those. But I'll attach this guide in a link to our video today, but it's a warning to the buyers, just telling them about non-contingent offers, and then it's letting a seller know, what should a seller know before accepting a non-contingent offer. So this is interesting. You're going to like this. This is very interesting. This is what I love about my business. So it says, what should a seller know before accepting a non-contingent offer? Number one, if the offer is written as no loan contingency, the seller should verify the buyer has sufficient funds for a down payment or the entire purchase price before accepting the offer.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. It's like there's really always a loan contingency if you're getting a loan, you know.
There is.
Just, I mean, even if you get completely approved, you know, if you lose your job in the middle of escrow, you're not going to be able to get a loan.
True. Very true.
You know,
right.
Anyway, so I'll attach that today so people can read it and just educate themselves. And if you have any questions and you want to know more, just reach out to Rick or I, and we will answer your questions for you.
All good. Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Megan. See ya.
I'll see ya.